Hello, my name is Nicole. I'm a mother of two, a sister, and a daughter. I'm 38 years old and I have coronary arterial disease with 2 prior non-STEMI MIs. My heart journey began in January of 2014. I lost my sister at the age of 25 unexpectedly to heart disease. 6 months later, after getting health checkups, tests, and being told I was healthy, I went on to have my first heart attack. I had a sharp pain between my sternum and went to the hospital. I was told it was impossible for me to be having a heart attack because I had just passed a stress test the month before. I paced the floor for 2 days. I then went to another emergency room where there was a female doctor working. It was then confirmed that I had had a non-STEMI and required 1 stent. The next year, on the anniversary of my sister's death, and while I was pregnant with my second child, I suffered another heart attack. This time my symptoms were very different. I was tired, I was short of breath, I was very anxious, things that could have been contributed to pregnancy as well. I decided to go to the hospital and get it checked out. They felt that there was something wrong, but no hospital could accept me until it was proven. So hours later, after many blood tests and anxious moments, it was then that they realized that I did have a heart event. And at that time, they felt I was going into labor. I was then transported to another hospital where I was life flighted to a bigger hospital in Halifax, to the CCU. After 6 days on the CCU, I was sent to the IWK so that I could deliver my son. I got to see him for 2 hours, and then I was taken back to the CCU, where the next day I went into the cath lab and it was confirmed I had had a heart event and I needed another stent. I saw and continue to see the inequity in women's heart health in all levels of care and prevention. Since finishing cardiac rehab, I strive today to live the healthiest lifestyle I can while advocating for women's heart health, especially in rural areas.
Hello, everyone. My name is Al-Khalaf, a research associate at the University of Ottawa Heart Institute. In support of the Wear Red Canada campaign, here with us is Dr. Judy Liu, a cardiologist at McMaster University and currently a cardiac imaging fellow at McGill University Health Center. Dr. Liu is an expert in women's heart disease. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with her about heart attack symptoms that are often reported by women. Thanks so much for being with us today, Dr. Liu.
My pleasure, Mo. I'm happy to be here.
Nicole mentioned she had an NSTEMI and required stents. Can you tell us a little more about what that means?
Absolutely. So an NSTEMI stands for non-ST elevation myocardial infarction, which is a type of heart attack that can be diagnosed by the symptoms people present with, blood work, and an electrical tracing of the heart. It is a serious medical condition that needs immediate diagnosis and treatment.
Dr. Liu, is it true that heart attack symptoms are not recognized in the majority of women?
Yes, Mo. So unfortunately, you're right. Women may experience different symptoms of heart attacks compared to men. And because of this, heart attacks are not recognized in over 50% of women. In fact, the latest Cardiovascular Society guidelines, recently published in 2021 this year, encourages that we try to avoid labeling these different symptoms as atypical, because historically, the evidence to describe heart attack symptoms was derived largely from male populations.
Earlier, Nicole mentioned some of the symptoms she experienced during her 2 heart attacks: sharp pain in her sternum, tiredness, shortness of breath, feelings of anxiety, and pain under her breasts. Can you share with us some of the symptoms women may have when experiencing a heart attack?
Sure, most certainly. So Nicole's symptoms are not uncommon for women. Women are more likely to present with 3 or more symptoms when having a heart attack. And the ones most frequently reported by women include 1, chest pain, pressure, tightness or burning, pain in the jaw, neck, arm or back, abnormal excessive sweating, shortness of breath, and often she can also present with stomach pain, discomfort, nausea, or indigestion. And so as a collective group of any age, young or old, we need to be aware of the uniqueness of chest pain in women so that we help to ensure women receive timely and appropriate care. Women are also more likely than men to describe additional symptoms such as unusual weakness or fatigue, back, shoulder, or right arm pain, sleep disturbance, dizziness or lightheadedness, and a fast or irregular heartbeat. And as you can see, the list of symptoms, whether common or associated, highlights that women may present in a broad spectrum. The healthcare provider, family member, or even just the general public should have a heightened awareness to understand that these symptoms may actually be associated with a heart attack.
And as a quick public service message, if someone is experiencing the symptoms you discussed, what should they do?
If you think you or someone else is having a heart attack, please get help or medical attention immediately. And if you can, please call 911.
Thank you so much, Dr. Liu, for taking the time explaining some of the information about heart attack symptoms experienced specifically by women.
You're welcome, Mo. It's my pleasure.
We want you to be mindful, curious, and proactive in the management of your heart health and wellness, because to take care of others, you need to first take care of yourself. Stay safe and heart healthy.
To learn more about the unique aspects of heart disease in women and what you can do, visit wearredcanada.ca or speak with your healthcare provider. Remember to join us on February 13th for Wear Red Canada.